Welcome to the Happiness Alchemy podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Goody. Stay with me for expansion, activation, and awareness on your spiritual journey through life and business. Ascension Awareness Guidance. This is for focus on the week of March 26, 2018, though anytime you come across this podcast, this message is absolutely meant for you. So our guidance this week comes from a very simple stream bed. I found this imagery so beautiful as it was coming up, and I was really loving how it was continuing to unfold and had a lot of wisdom in it. So there's a lot of messages coming in to really support you on your ascension journey back to who you truly are and the reality you wish to create in this life. I'm really loving the energy this week. It's really important to call upon your inner self this week. Take time to request and connect with her. So you both really need this now. This is not a relationship that can be formed by, looking outside yourself, seeking a guru. This is a light that must be felt within you. And it matters more that you feel the connection than that you derive specific information from it. So if your intuition senses are still budding, or even if you're coming up against kind of a little bit of a confusion block, it's still very important to cultivate this relationship and to give this relationship with your inner self this connection and this attention. You're going to begin to feel the areas of your life that are not congruent with your inner needs. And now this is where it really comes in handy this week. Focusing on and noticing the areas of your life that are not congruent with your inner needs, because this stuff needs to move and get out of the way. So with this sense of security and respect for yourself, you're going to begin to let those aspects of your life fall away, and those are going to be replaced with expansive aspects that really enrich you and propel you forward. So it might be like a way of thinking, a habit, specific food or chemical-laden products, or even a business mindset or a business offering. It could be many different areas. So now's really the time to pay attention. It's really time to clear this out. And if you're feeling slightly stuck in the mud, it's only for your own good, because it's only the universe's way of really getting you to pay attention. So a little bit more about this if you feel like you're on the snail's path. So keeping in mind, our wisdom is coming from a stream today. So if you feel like you're on the snail's path, moving really slowly through the mud of the stream, rest assured that this section of the stream must slow you down for you to get an important piece of the puzzle that is crucial to your divine development. Just like the universe giving you pieces of seemingly unconnected ideas, these can be put together, and these are going to create a boat for you, a vessel for you that you'll go over your waterfall that you keep requesting. So there's this big request, I want this, this is what I want for my life. This is the reality that I want. But in order to do that, you need to build a bigger vessel, a more secure vessel, in order to make it over that waterfall with ease and grace. So now is really not the time to lament over, why am I going so slow, or, getting all trapped up in fears and doubts, and really stopping yourself or searching frantically for some sign of progress. It's a time of inner reflection. And when you choose this path of inner reflection and connecting to that sense of peace within, you're allowing the peace. And from the place of peace, that's where clarity is available to all who ask. Your path is absolutely perfect. Really just kind of feel into the truth of who you are in your heart's connection to the divine. Another side note too, on this muddy path, you have the ability to easily dry up this area. So again, visualizing that you are on this muddy path here, and remember that whenever mud dries up, it becomes quite hard and we can walk pretty quickly on it. So remember your connection to the sun. The sun dries up the mud, and I love this visual too. So this magical power center that shines to remind you of your light within can solidify the ground beneath your feet and provide traction. So I'm talking about the sun, and I'm talking about the solar plexus as a really deep connection. So honoring the sun and reawakening these ancient codes of connection between this unbelievable cosmic force and your own inner worth and divinity. It is completely connected. You, within you and your solar plexus, are directly linked to our sun. Drinking blue solar water. Google that if you don't know what that is. Blue solar water. Give gratitude and thanks for the food that you eat. All of that is nourished and created from the sun. This is starting to connect you back in with the sun, back into your divine self. Put your palms up to the sun, even if you're inside, just sitting at a window, and just breathe and absorb it. Feel the sun within your solar plexus and regain your footing here. And if you find, so now kind of moving along, so some of you feel like you're more in this mud area, and some of you are a little bit more in the middle of the stream. So if you feel like you're in the middle of the stream, adaptability, flow, and appreciating the abundance and gifts of transformation is your focus. So transformation is really a precursor to a material manifestation. So what I mean by that is some of you may feel like, why are the things that I want not manifesting, but I feel like I'm moving ahead and I'm going in this stream. Your transformation is the manifestation right now. It's your precursor to the material manifestation that you're asking for. Stay in the stream. Trust that nature is taking you on the right path when you feel it in your deepest center. So again, coming back to the start of this, connecting in with your inner self, very important to notice where you're at. So whenever you're really in the stream, you're allowing old programming and logic and all of those things to just kind of move to the side, and you're focusing on your divine center. And in this place, whenever you're focused on this divine center, you absolutely know if you've stepped out of the stream, because it's not going to feel right. It's not going to feel good. So whenever you do feel that way, just step back into the stream. Reassure yourself of your safety, your divinity, your connection, and your inner voice of the divine that is quietly leading the way for you. So just really allowing yourself to give yourself permission that, it's okay to step back into the stream. Sometimes these fears and doubts come up, but it's okay to step back into the stream because I do have that connection. So once you are connected to this inner self, this divine essence, you're going to know whenever you're connected because you're going to feel it. You don't need to be psychic for this. You will feel it in your body if you give yourself permission. And at that time, whenever you really feel this spark of who you really are, that is the time to stand up as that person, to stand tall in your gifts, to give yourself permission to do whatever it is, this thing that is there for you. Take aligned action that feels right in your heart. So you have the power you need to make all of these changes in your life and to make this your reality. Take time this week to really get clear on your motives and your immediate plans. So you don't need to see, 100 days down the road, 100 steps down the road to get clear on your next step right now. This is the focus, and this is the priority, is the next step. And then as you're getting clarity on that, take your step without hesitation, because you are connected to the sun. You have this confidence. You are connected to your inner self, your divinity. It is time to take action on that. Just watch your fears and doubts as you're taking action. They're literally melting off of you, and they're being transformed by this gorgeous violet flame below your feet. As you're just kind of like marching forward in your own power, your fears and doubts melt away. Violet flame below your feet, because your personal power is so strong, those are being transmuted with every step that you take that is towards your version of leadership and how you are meant to show up in the world. So the keys to keep in mind this week. Really powerful energy coming through this week, I have to say. So the keys to keep in mind this week: if you feel like you're moving through the mud, the universe is trying to get you to slow down, to listen to your inner self. Remember when you were a child and the mud was actually super fun? Be open to that again. Play with it. Play with the ideas that are coming through. Key number 2, connect to the sun. It's such a huge part of us and can really help to increase our power, confidence, and motivation when we need that really bright solar boost to step forward into who we are. Key number 3, it is not required to be psychic to know your inner guidance. It is only required to stop, breathe, focus within, ask and feel, and then honor her request, and your clarity is going to continue to grow from there. Number 4, wondering where the miracle is? Transformation is your precursor to material manifestation. Stay in the stream and become adaptable to your changing conditions. You are meant to flow. All right, that is it for the Ascension Awareness this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. Visit happinessalchemy.com for your free shamanic journey and to learn about the Happiness Alchemy Sacred Library. Have a magical day.